Hi friends, I'm here to tell you a beautiful story called Mango, Abuela and Me by Meg Medina, illustrated by Angela Dominguez. This story is for first and second graders. And it's in bilingual, which means English and Spanish. So throughout the book, we're going to focus on some words that are English and Spanish. Who can tell me what's going to, looking at the cover, who can tell me what's going to happen in the story? I see a little girl, a lady, and a parrot. Let's get started. Mango, Abuela and Me by Meg Medina, illustrated by Angela Dominguez. Here's a little parrot. She comes to us in winter, leaving behind her sunny house that rested between two snaky rivers. Her old place was too much for just one. Mommy tells me as we make room in my dresser for her clothes, and too far away for us to help, Poppy adds, Abuela belongs with us now, Mia. But I still feel shy when I meet this faraway grandmother. Why does Abuela move in with Mia and her family? Because it was just too big for just one. Who can tell me what abuela means? Abuela. Let's all say abuela. Abuela. Who can tell me what it means? Abuela means grandma, grandmother. So that is Mia and Mia's grandma. And that is Mia's parents, Mommy and Poppy. Pin, pon, poon. Poppy unfolds Abuela's bed and slides it right next to mine. You will get to know each other, he says. But when I show Abuela my new book, she can't unlock the English words. We can only look at the pictures and watch Edmund race on his wheel. Then just before we turn out the light, she pulls out two things tucked inside the satin pocket of her suitcase. Why does Abuela look so sad? Or maybe confused? Mia is so excited to communicate with her grandma, Abuela. But Abuela looks kind of confused at what Mia is trying to tell her. It's a little hard to communicate with two languages and, you don't even know what the other person is talking about. How do you communicate with other people with a different language? Let's move on. A feather, una pluma, from a wild parrot that roosted in her mango trees, and a snapshot, una fotografia, of a young man with Poppy's smile. To Abulo, she says, climbing into bed, snuggled in my pajamas. I smell flowers in her hair, sugar and cinnamon baked into her skin. That night, I dream of a red bird circling in the sky. Let's all say, una fotografia. Una fotografia. Who can tell me what una fotografia means? It means a picture. A picture. It looks like Mia is so excited she found a red feather. and the abuela is showing her a picture. Let's move on. The rest of the winter, while Mommy and Papi are at work, Abuela waits for me to get home from school. Then we bundle up in thick socks and handmade sweaters to walk to the park and toss bread to the sparrows. My Espanol is not good enough to tell her the things an abuela should know, like how I am the very best in art and how I can run as fast as the boys. Looking at this picture, what do you think how Abuela feels? She looks like, she's sad that she can't communicate with Mia. And Mia is just, talking away, and she can't communicate because she doesn't know what she's saying. How can we help Abuela? Let's move on. Let's see what happens. And her English is too poquito to tell me all the stories I want to know about Abuelo and the rivers that ran right outside their door. With our mouths as empty as our bread baskets, we walk back home and watch TV. Let's all say poquito. Poquito. Who can tell me what poquito means? Poquito means little. All right, let's move on. Abuela and I can't understand each other, I whisper to Mommy. Things will get better, Mommy says. Remember how it was with Kim? Kim is my best friend. At school, when she was new, our whole class helped teach her English words. Now Miss Wilson sometimes has to say, "Please be quiet, girls. Others are working." After school the next day, while Abuela and I are making meat pies for our snack, I pretend I am Miss Wilson. "Dough?" I say, pointing to the ball. Abuela says, "Dough, masa," and rolls it flat. "Masa," I say. She drops a spoon of meat in place. "Carne?" "Carne," I say. "Meat?" "Pasa, raisins, acetic oil." Looks like they're baking something together, and Mia is helping Abuela with some English words, and Abuela is helping Mia with Spanish words. Let's move on. Then I remember the word cards we taped in our classroom to help Kim. So while Abuela fries our empanadas, this is what they're making, empanadas. I put up word cards until everything is covered, even Edmund. Soon we are playing IED, hear and say, all around the house. But that night she still calls my pillow a Apollo. And she says Edmund is a gangster. "Well, keep practicing," I whisper. So what did Mia do? Who can tell me? She labeled the whole house with some items in the house. And let's name a few. Here's a label of a lamp, petals, flowers, a vase. Who can tell me what's on this side? Let's see. Did Abuela get everything right? Naming all the labels? No, I think she got Edmund mixed up as this gangster. I think Edmund is the hamster. And then she called her pillow, Mia's pillow, Paulo. But she's still practicing. Let's move on. But the next day, I cannot practice with Abuela. After all, Edmund has run out of his favorite seeds. So Mommy and I have to ride the bus downtown to buy more. Sometimes there are kittens sleeping in the pet shop window. But when we arrived, this time something even better is behind the glass. Who can tell me who could be behind the glass? Well, let's look at the cover again. What are we missing? Let's see if you're right. Look! I say, the window has become a jungle filled with birds. And right in the middle is a parrot staring at us with black bean eyes. Here's a parrot. I press my nose to the glass, thinking of a red feather Abuela gave me. Let's buy him, I tell Mommy. But Mia, you already have Edmund, Mommy says. Not for me, I say, for Abuela, like the parrot that lives in her mango trees. We can keep her company when I'm at school. So why does Mia want to buy Mango, or the parrot? Let's see why. Let's keep going. When we bring him home to Abuela, she says, "Oh, Laura, a parrot!" We name him Mango because his wings are green, orange, and gold, like the fruit. During the day, Abuela teaches him how to give beaky kisses and to bob his head when she sings Las Politos to him. Buenas tardes, Mango, Abuela says, opening his cage door when I get home from school. Good afternoon, I say, and give him a seed. Soon Mango calls to me even before we open his cage. Buenas tardes, he says when I open the door. Good afternoon. Do you think Mango actually says that? Who can act like a parrot? Let's see who can act like a parrot and say, Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes! Good afternoon. Let's move on. Abuela, Mango, and I practice new words every day. My Espanol gets faster, and Abuela and Mango learn the days of the week, all the moments of the year, and the names of coins. How did he learn all of that? Poppy asks when we show him all that Mango can do. Abuela winks at me and gives Mango a piece of banana peel. And all practice, she says. So it's great they're practicing together. Before long, Abuela asked me how to say harder things too, so she can talk with the neighbors who stop by. Has the mailman come? It is chilly today. Can I get you some cookies and lemonade? Soon when friends stop by to see Mango's latest tricks, they can understand everything Abuela says. But best of all, now when Abuela and I are laying next to each other in our beds, our mouths are full of things to say. I tell her about my buen dia, and show her my best pintura of mango. Abuela reads my favorite book with only a little help, and she tells me new stories about Abuelo, who could drive 4 river stones with a single breath and weave a roof out of palms. I draw pictures for her. She still misses their old house. She says, but now only a little bit. Isn't it fun to communicate with Abuela and Mia? What they're doing? They're communicating in English and Spanish. And Mia got the parrot for Abuela to learn more English. Let's move on. Mango listens to us from his perch until my eyes grow heavy. Hasta mañana, Abuela, I say. Abuela kisses me. Good night, Mia. Hasta mañana, good night, Mango calls. And soon we all fall asleep. Now, does Mango actually say that? Let's all say it again. How does the parrot say? The end. This was a great book. What did you guys think about it? How Abuela learned her English from Mia, and Mia learned Spanish from her grandmother, Abuela. I think this was a fun book. And Mia got a parrot named Mango, and the parrot helped Abuela use her English words. This was great. Now, we are going to focus on some words that we learned in this book. Okay, here. So in this picture, this would be grandma. Can we all say, let's all say grandma, grandma, and grandma in Spanish is abuela. Let's all say it together. Grandma, abuela. Here's the picture of the grandma. We learned a word, a photo, una fotografía. Here's a picture of kids taking a picture together. Let's all say a photo, and let's all say una fotografía, una fotografía. We learned the word little. Let's all say little, little. And in Spanish, it is poquito. Let's all say poquito. Little, little, poquito. Here's a picture of a little dog. Next word we learned was help. Let's all say help. Help. Let's all say in Spanish, ayuda, ayuda. Here's friends that are helping each other. The next word we learned was good afternoon. Let's all say good afternoon, good afternoon. And in Spanish, we say Buenos tardes. Let's all say Buenos tardes. Buenos tardes. And here's a picture of kids in the sun. Good afternoon. Buenos tardes. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the story. Have a great day.